Well, hello everyone. I'm Dani and welcome to another episode of On the Mend. First off, let me just start by saying Happy New Year! Dang, I just got used to writing 2018. 19, Yeah, it was 19. Okay, yeah. Anyway, I hope you're keeping your New Year's resolutions. I know for me, no, I have not. My bed is just so comfortable and I don't feel like getting up or working out. Heck, this video is even coming out in February, so I am definitely behind. But one of the few things that does get me motivated is just have something pretty and new to show off in class, which is why today we are making this yoga mat bag. Cute! I'm very excited about this one. So here's what you're going to need. Green. Yeah, I don't miss waffles at all. The lies we tell ourselves. You're going to need a panel of heavy fabric, like decor fabric, measuring 20 inches by 21 inches, and then a panel measuring 8 inches by 6.5 inches. In the vinyl or pleather-like fabric, you're going to need a 9-inch by 20-inch panel, an 8-inch by 10-inch panel, a 6-inch by 32-inch panel, and a 6-inch in diameter circle. Now, if you're going to use vinyl, be prepared. It's going to be a challenge. If you're a more timid sewer or don't have a machine that can handle heavy fabrics, just use the regular decor fabric. It'll save you some heartache. You're also going to need cord, rope, or drawstring 32 inches long, cord stops, 5 inches of Velcro, scissors, wonder clips or pins, iron, thread. I used a walking foot, but you can of course use a glide foot or a rolling foot as well. Safety pins or an easy pull bodkin, ruler, heavy sewing machine needle at least 1490 or 1600. Wonder tape, chopstick or pencil, and gosh, I don't know, maybe a yoga mat? Okie dokie. So first, we're going to take our large decor panel. We're going to place it down right here. And then we're going to take our large vinyl piece, place it facing down, and we're going to match the 20-inch sides. And we clip. And of course, if you're not using vinyl, you can use regular old pins, but the clips work best for this kind of fabric. Now that we're all clipped up, we're gonna sew straight across 1 inch from the top. Sew. Okay. Now we're going to press this seam down so that way the mat can slide in and out with no problem. To the ironing board. Just kidding, I don't have an ironing board, I use a table. Man, I need to get my life together. Adulting is hard. Now if you're using vinyl like me, make sure you place some fabric over the vinyl so you don't mess up your iron or the material. Alright, now that that's all pressed nice and neat, we're going to set that aside. I know, get rid of it. Next, going to work on the pocket. So you're going to take your 8 by 10 piece, and you're going to take the 8-inch side, and you're going to fold it down 1/2 inch. There we go. And then we're going to press that. And just sew right down the middle. Easy peasy. Pocket squeezy. Okay, I'll stop being cute. Now that we've sewn the opening, we're going to fold all the other sides over 1/2 inch, and we're going to press them. Vinyl is so fun to work with. Now that you've got your seams all pressed, I of course use clips because, well, vinyl's a little bit tricky, so this helps hold it down. we're gonna flip it over and we're gonna add our Velcro to the top. You of course can use anything else to fasten it, but I like Velcro, it's super sporty. Start with our Wonder Tape. And put our Velcro on. Let's see if I got this even close to even. Sometimes eyeballing is maybe not the smartest way to do things. All right, now we're just gonna sew this on. So we're gonna place the pocket on our panel here. I'm gonna do it, let's see, 2.5 inches from the top of this panel. And then just to center this from the left and right, it should be 6.5 inches from the sides. Woohoo! Now we're gonna pin it. Okay, now that we're finished pinning, we're going to straight stitch these 3 sides. Let the sewing commence. And you got your pocket! Nice. Now, I know this pocket is really big, but I've got lots of stuff that I have to put into it. So you don't have to make it this big. I need it this big. So next, we're going to go on to the little flap to keep all of this stuff in it. Come on. So you're going to take your 8" by 6.5" panel, and we're going to fold the 2 8" sides together, facing each other, and then we'll clip them. Clip. And we're going to straight stitch these 3 sides, leaving an 1.5" opening. All right, now that we've finished sewing that, we're gonna flip this right side out. You guys know how I like to flip things. Flip. There we go. And then we're gonna fold this in and straight stitch it to finish it off. All right, now that we've sewn it, make sure you press it. More you press, less the mess, or something like that. Next, we're gonna add our Velcro. So we're gonna add our Wonder Tape, maybe. And then we add our Velcro. So I did it 1 inch from the sides and 1/2 inch from the bottom. Now we're gonna sew our Velcro on, and then we're close to done with the pocket. Now that we've finished sewing the Velcro on, we're going to attach the flap to the panel. Now this is going to be kind of a dumb moment, but the easiest way to do this is just to match up the Velcro and pin it, and we're just gonna sew right across. But this way, at least you'll know that everything will match up. Huh, who would have thought? Not me. I had to figure this one out. Ay, ay, ay. All right, now that we've got our pocket sewn on, we're gonna flip it over. And you're gonna fold in both sides 1/2 inch and clip them. Now that we're done clipping, we're gonna straight stitch all the way down on both sides. All right, nice. Now we're gonna finish this top. So we're going to zigzag stitch, or if you have a serger, well, lucky you, I'm super jelly. But we're just going to zigzag stitch right across and finish off this raw edge. Looks pretty good. So now we're gonna fold this over 1 1/4 inches, and we're gonna sew straight across. This is gonna be your little opening for your cord, for your drawstring. We so fancy here. Now that we're all sewn up, you're gonna take your cord, your drawstring cord. We're gonna clip our bodkin on. You can of course use a safety pin if you don't have one of these handy. And you're gonna feed it through. And there we go. Now that we're all drawstringed up, we're gonna set this aside and move on to the strap. Next, we're gonna take our 6 inches by 32 inch panel, and we're going to take the sides long ways and fold them into each other so they face each other. And clip. So we're making a long tube. Now that we're all clipped up, we're going to straight stitch on a 1/4 inch seam allowance, corner to corner. All right, now that we've got our tube, we're gonna flip it right side out. This might take a while because I had to use vinyl. So I've got my trusty chopstick. Again, if you want to choose an easier fabric, I would recommend it, if only for this part. Won't be just but a minute. Feel like I've gotten nowhere. Had to choose vinyl. This is what I wanted. Once I get it out, it'll look so good. I swear. Where'd my chopstick go? Now we're gonna press this, and then on the opposite side of the seam, we're gonna sew straight down at a 1/8 of an inch seam allowance. Okay, now that we've sewn our strap, it's time to attach it to our panel. Where'd I put that? Oh, it's right here. First, we're going to take our panel, place it facing up, and we'll take one end of our strap and place it 3 inches from the top with, I like to have 2 inches of overlap. And we're going to pin it right there. And then we will do the same with the other. And you want to place it right above the vinyl panel right there, with 2 inches hanging off the edge. Then we're going to take this side with the strap still inside. We're going to fold this over and we're going to clip it. And then starting 2 inches from the top, we're going to sew straight stitch all the way down at a 1/2 of an inch seam allowance. So make sure you get these straps in there when you sew it. Now we're gonna trim these straps off. So I'm just gonna cut like so. Be careful not to cut any of the rest of it. There we go. Okay, now that we're done with that, we're moving on to the circle. Dun dun dun! But we're so close. I'm so excited. We're almost done. All right, you're gonna take your circle and we're going to clip it to the bottom. And my strategy is just to use as many clips as possible. All right, we're all clipped up. 20 clips. Maybe a little bit of an overkill, but I really want the circle to come out perfect. Now it's time to sew. So we're gonna sew all the way around at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Good luck. May the odds be ever in your favor. So probably not for me. Now, of course, take this as slow as you want. I mean, maybe not as slow as I'm going, but you get it. Doesn't matter how fast you go. Forward is forward. Is forward. We want this circle to look perfect. Okay, we've got our circle. Let's flip this right side out. Remember, be careful of those pins that we have for the straps earlier. There we go. Take these pins out. And we're almost done. One last little thing. You're gonna take your cord stoppers, and I put some tape on my cords here to just help it go through. And we'll throw that on. One there, and one there. All right, let's throw this yoga mat in here. Woo! Look at it! Look at how cute it is. It's so chic. I mean, we kid around a lot here, but I actually really like it. I know, I sound surprised. Well, thank you so much for watching today on the Mend, and I'm going to go show off my new bag. I mean, work out. I'm going to work out. So, namaste, and I will see you next time on the Mend. Namaste. Did I say that right? Namaste? Okay, yeah.